Alright guys, today I'm working on the Toyota, and we're going to convert this to this. And it's fairly simple, it's a straight swap. One of the main reasons I'm doing it, you can see all the metal film for the rearview mirror is all peeling and whatnot. And this one's all nice and pretty. It's fairly simple. Just squeeze the sides. This pops straight off. Then you have a screw here, and screw here, and it comes right off. And then you have a plug that looks like this on the back. It should already have 2 wires on it, even though there's only going to be 1 pin on this one. And there's 2 pins on this one, because not only does it have the map lights, but it has the the door switch. This is also a good time to do LEDs, which I also have. But you can see this one has the 2 mounting holes down here, but it's also got 2 more screws right here that are already there should already be a hole right here, which I actually feel it. There's a little hole right here where that self tapper goes into. And something else you're going to have to do right here is you can kind of already feel it in the headliner. There's a hole. So I'm going to take this off, then kind of put this up here and feel out where the holes go. But it's pretty much already here. You can feel where the cutout is. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get this down and we'll go from there. Alright, here it is, and here's the hole. And you can actually tell this one, I don't know if this headliner's been down before, which it kind of looks like it has been down. But, I mean, it honestly looks good for how, 20-year-old truck. You're not going to be able to see, but there's a hole right here, and these are the holes you're going to have to cut out. So, first of all, I'm going to take off this old harness. Took off the old harness, and how you take off, if you have a 4Runner and you want to change the bulbs, I don't have a flathead, but right here, there's a tab here, and a tab here, and you just stick your flathead in there and turn it, and it pops straight off, and then levers down from the back forward, it just comes off. So what you kind of want to do is put this up here, and kind of line everything up and figure out where you need to cut the holes. But it's already pretty much cut out here. It's already cut out here. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to take and put a small X pattern in here where this hole is, and then I can make the X pattern bigger and bigger as I push this up in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back. Alright, here's my cutouts. I mean, that one's kind of nice, this one's kind of jank, but what I did is, like I said, you can feel in the headliner where these holes are. So I just kind of put a small X in here, and then I took this, pushed it up, kind of wiggled it around where there was a little bit of a impression, and then I just went around with my knife, a razor blade, and cut these out, and now it fits perfect. And if you look up in here, you can actually see that little self-tapped hole right there. Alright, now that's plugged in. I got the 2 main screws here, and then these screws, like I said, the hole in the roof is already there. So all I did is just, once I had these 2 tightened down and it all adjusted, I just put these through and screwed them in, and they went right into the sheet metal. And now I got the LEDs in it. These are 31mm festoon lights. They're just some Amazon specials, 31mm. This also comes with a little thing, but it's too big to use on this if you have it. They're pretty much the same size. They're a slightly bit longer. Just a little bit, but they still work. They're 31mm festoon, or I think the OEM is a 3175, if I remember right. I'll pop it down at the bottom of the screen. But They're nice and bright. And this center one is the door, so if I close the door, goes off, on, off, on. And then these are just the individual map lights, which are nice. And then with these bulbs, you can adjust them exactly where you want them. I'm going to just, you know, kind of down, but kind of out. And yeah, the only thing that's left is to put this on, which I don't know if I can do it with one hand. And there it is. Open the door. Oops. Might help if I have it on door. Open the door, light comes on. Close it, then you have your map lights. And it works. Yeah, I guess you can go in here and do a bunch of adjustments to exactly where you want the light to face. I can do that in the dark. Too bright out here to figure out what's what, but what I can tell you is that it's a lot brighter in here than it used to be. Maybe I can actually see the lower, lower dash somewhat. Alright guys, well it's not entirely dark yet. Of course the camera makes it seem brighter than it is. However, you can already see how much more light the LEDs plus the 4Runner dual lights put out in this thing. There's a lot more light than what I was ever getting. And it does partially shine at the floorboard. I mean, I can see pretty much anything I would need to be able to see in here just by having the lights. So yeah, talk to y'all later. Bye.